Indiana Jones. It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. The Indiana Jones Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute, the daily podcast in which we celebrate and discuss the film Raiders of the Lost Ark 1 minute at a time. I'm Tom Taylor.
I'm Pete Mummert.
I'm Jerry Porter.
And I'm Jamie Benning.
Jamie, thank you for coming back and closing out this excellent week with us.
Well, thank you for letting me stay.
You have a lot of invaluable knowledge, and you clean up after yourself after you sleep on the couch, and you don't leave a mess, and it's excellent. Okay, we're here for minute 90. Minute 90 begins with Indy knocking Belloc's convertible out of the race, and it ends with some happy evening chanting and dancing on a dock. So yeah, Indy knocks Belloc's convertible out of the way. They're incapacitated for a second, and Belloc stands up to swat the driver, and the driver flinches. He pre-reacts to getting hit in the head by Belloc. And
it's a very, I love it. It's a very Laurel and Hardy kind of moment because he hits him with this hat.
Yeah.
He's like, idiot.
Probably has to sell that hat now. Get rid of it. It's been soiled, wrinkled.
Yeah, well, it's like he's being cudgeled with a $2,000 hat.
Yeah, it probably felt awesome.
Yeah,
Probably like being kissed by angel pudding. Or
you know what I thought? I thought there's no Nazis today that are going to get that corner office promotion.
No.
You
Yeah,
know?
like a whole caravan full of Nazis has failed today.
Yeah. There's nobody's getting a star there.
No.
So, but right before that, you realize Indy here is just running on pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
And he has been. And so they give you, that's what's so nice about the movie. They give you a second where he's like, oh my God, this hurts. You know what I mean?
I guess I won, but ow.
Yeah.
It's almost like he suddenly remembers. He's driving out and he's like, oh, wait a minute. And he looks down and he's like, ah.
Ow, it's the mileage.
It's a mileage. And, in like second 7, I noticed, and it's been there the whole time, but there's this little clipboard in the truck cabin. And I want to know, like, what did that say when they started out today? Like, priorities of the day. Protect radio for talking to God.
Right.
It has been 36 days since this truck has had an accident.
I just wish he'd turn around and use that first aid kit, top left of frame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
While he's driving.
Nobody chose to use the Freuderlöscher fire extinguisher
Yeah.
on the left there. That would have been a good weapon.
That could have hurt somebody.
It
That
was
would've been
nice
dangerous.
they labeled everything, though, like in
Yeah.
big letters.
Yeah. Are those accurate as far as you can tell?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they got something right.
Listen, I spent a year doing a filmimentary on this. Even I didn't go to this level of scrutiny.
You're just not a true nerd.
Yeah.
I have a huge question that we discussed several minutes ago, and I'm wondering, is this Omar's garage?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Okay,
says Omar's garage at the top.
It says Omar. Yeah, we're at Omar's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Indy commandeered the truck. He stole it and he drove straight to Omar's.
Yeah. And all he told Sala was, meet me at Omar's. But he didn't say, like, be ready for a truck and camouflage it at a moment's notice.
Well, also,
Right.
those guys must have been waiting. Those guys could have been waiting there for 2.5 weeks. Like, they're all just standing there waiting.
Right.
Well, I was wondering. I mean, have we seen this square before?
I have the same question. Yeah, I can't tell.
Because check it out. Next to Omar's garage is that Egyptian flag that was in the sort of streets of Cairo scenes. There was that Egyptian flag way in the background. I think it was behind the swordsman.
Huh.
And it looks it's there. At least it's there. And I'm like, okay, we've seen that before. And also, as Indy pulls in, and you can see there's a billboard on the wall for Sunlight soap.
Yeah.
Soap, yeah.
Made by the
With-
same people that made the infamous Rinso,
Oh, is that true?
the Lever brothers. Yeah.
I was
Huh?
gonna say, I wonder if there's some like bitter rivalry for the soap dominance in this pots and
No.
pans economy town.
It's a one soap town.
But see, but we're back in the pots and pans land.
Yeah, yeah.
No
Right?
TV aerials in sight, or maybe. Maybe on the,
I
on
see
the
a lot of wires
horizon.
and stuff.
Yeah, a
Is
lot
that?
of telephone wires, yeah.
I guess that's not anachronistic necessarily.
Mm.
And once again, we have a lot of vehicles driving in circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Semicircles and circles. And I love that, like, the Belloc Tote Dietrich car makes a thorough search of that circle.
Well, they stood up and everything.
Yeah, it's like we've gone around, 3/4 of the way around the circle, but the truck might still be in that last quarter of this circle. And I'm
What is
thinking, maybe that's actually just after that fierce hat beating that the chauffeur took. Maybe he's just trying to dot his I's and cross his T's on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he's
What's
been
he
in
hit?
enough trouble today.
What does he hit when they first drive into the square? There's like a crate.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Red
full
stuff
of
on it.
cherries
But
or
he-
something.
He's trying to avoid the postal van from the Lavender Hill mob. Just left a frame. If you look, there's like the black back door. What's that doing?
Yeah, I wish I could tell for sure if we had seen this place before, this exact place. And I guess we don't need.
It looks
to have.
a little bit like where Marion. I'd have to double check it, but where the cart.
Oh,
Yeah, where Marion gets off the cart.
Or where the kids kind of rescue Indy from the
yeah.
Oh,
I was looking
yeah,
for that bar.
too. Yeah, it kind of looks like that too.
Hmm.
And is it a closed circle? Like, is it a dead end? Like, is it a cul-de-sac?
It looks like it.
It
Or
does,
is there
although we
like
never
another
really see.
point of egress on the other side, next to Omar's garage on the other side?
Oh, you guys! I just noticed something incredible. This is so weird. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm so excited. This is creeping me out. The car goes around the circle. Okay, I'm narrating this. The car goes around the circle. It stops. Belloc stands up. Oh my God! Please, please, all of you, go to second 43 of this minute where Belloc is standing up. Dietrich and the guys are coming up with the melons and bugging everybody. Tote is not in the car, but his hat is just sitting on something made up to look like Tote. This is my new
No, he's
favorite part of the
ducking.
movie.
I think
Second 42, you can see his ear is squashed against his collar. He's
Well, what-
he's kind
it's like the centrifugal force is throwing him against the door.
But look at like a guy. Oh, but the guy jumps up on the side of the car, so it jiggles a little bit. It is not a human being there. It's just a thing. But then he's in the next shot when they drive away.
You're right. It does look like he's just jiggling like
Oh my
Oh,
God!
that's creepy as hell.
No, I
It's-
think that's him. I can see like an ear squashed up on the collar.
I told you he was freaked out. He's
Well, he
kind of
thinks-
like he's very diminutive.
He's just realised he's left his postal van parked in the square and he's get a ticket. He's-
Or he's hugely allergic to melons and he's trying to get away from them.
Oh
we
my
talked-
Oh,
god!
that is so
You
weird.
see the police in the
talked about-
background as well? The policeman in the background there?
Oh, really?
Yeah, look just above Belloc's head as he sits in the car in second 42. There's two cops. One of them's pointing.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. They're not doing a thing. They're fine
Oh,
with
yeah.
whatever's going on here. They're pals of Omar's.
when we talked about last week. Did Marion die in those minutes? Did Tote really die going off the cliff? And this is
This is so weird.
next.
This is creepier to me than the Jawa and the Well of Souls. I'm not going to get over this for a while. I didn't think I had a lot for this minute, but look at that.
I do like
I-
that the guy with the melons has just been waiting there the entire time holding those melons.
They must have told him, like, okay, we're going to cover up the truck, but you be the melon guy. You two, the melon brothers, will go and rush to the car and distract them.
Well, he
really
was just
bug
like
them.
told his friends, "Oh, guys, I'm going to stand here in this square, and when they drive around, I'm going to hand them these watermelons. This is going to be hilarious."
Well, no, I love that when they come over and they display the watermelons, the chauffeur is like, now's not really a good time. And then he looks back at Belloc, like to confirm, like, would we like to get some produce for the car?
Yeah, no, you don't like melons, right? No.
Yeah.
You don't want melons.
And then he's like, no.
Please,
And then he
I got hit
pushes
once.
him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He's been through a lot.
And look, I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of bad behavior in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of breaching of the golden rule here, but honestly, what kind of sick bastard throws a watermelon at a dog?
That's mean.
Yeah.
That's mean.
I just hope that the good Lord has something especially sadistic lined up for Dietrich here.
Nah.
You know, nothing shy of an imploding face, straight up Old Testament Hebrew, an eye for an eye, and in this case, like a hurled watermelon for, at a dog for an imploding face.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, he like takes the watermelon and he throws it at the dog.
That's mean.
Yeah.
We like dogs. I have a question though. Is it really a dog? I don't see the dog.
No, you hear it.
You just
Oh,
hear
okay.
hear it. Yeah, you hear it.
Hear
And the
it
dog's
yelping.
like,
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
yeah. Like the dog's barking and he grabs the watermelon and he throws it and the dog's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's barking at that fake toad scarecrow.
we're never getting Tommy back.
No.
You need like a week. We just need to sit there, like staring at a bright light bulb. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Don't think it is.
I think that is the same location as when they leave the bar and the kids rescue Indy. It looks like there's those two little towered, two little domed buildings in the background.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
I'm spooling back on my own project here.
Oh there you
And,
go.
yeah, I think it could be the same location, dressed slightly differently. There's another
Yeah.
green door as he comes in, and yeah, it does look similar.
Oh, very
but
cool.
yeah, you're right. You don't kind of say, "Oh, we've been here before." You kind of, I think you should have that. It should have been a place. Oh, it's a safe place for him. We know this place.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I found this scene kind of confusing when I was a kid. I was like, "Wait, what? Where did they go?"
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of didn't get that they went back to Cairo, to like a town that we've already been to. I thought it
And
was like
some
a
nice-
new location.
Some nice free chilies hanging onto the front fender there.
Yeah.
Well, and I've never, ever, ever heard in my life somebody in this movie named Omar.
Right. Well, we've been over this, Jerry. It's going to be
No,
all right.
no, I understand, but I mean, he has a very important role here
He
in
does.
minute 90. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
But again,
Sal's
if
connected.
it was done today, we would have met Omar. They would have been talking about Omar,
Yeah.
and then this would be the payoff.
This is a really
Yeah.
nice truck-sized garage you have, Omar.
And Jerry would be on this podcast saying, God, why do they have to talk about Omar?
Ruining everything.
I think when he says "meet me at Omar's," and we're saying are those people just hanging around all day. He doesn't mean meet me at Omar's. He means meet me at Omar's. It's like and with all of your friends and family, and have a fruit stall ready,
Yeah.
and a thing to cover up the entrance for the truck.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh.
unspoken understanding between Sala and Indy.
At the very, very end of this minute, what's going on with the little shindig?
I don't know. Yeah, we cut
Like-
from happily cheering men to happily sort of chanting, dancing men, and everybody's happy. I have
Well, and
no
I
idea
was
what's
like,
going on here.
is that, I thought, is that just killing time at the dock? Like before you ship out? Or is that some sort of, pre-work boarding ritual? Like a good luck ritual to ward off, like potential Nazi submarines or something.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because it's like, are they just having a
It's-
good time?
It's the
They just-
celebration, isn't it? Like if you look, actually, there's a guy to the right who looks like he's kind of wearing a captain's hat. Like
Yeah.
he's swapped his headscarf with the guy in the middle, and they're just having a cultural exchange. I think.
Yeah. I got no problem with these guys.
No.
Yeah. Having
So
fun.
are these definitely melons? Beforehand, by the way, that he smashes.
Oh, it looks. I
One
always
of,
assume
got
they were.
one of them's got like a bottle shape to it. The one that Dietrich actually throws down, and I saw a vegetable or fruit maybe just like that in my supermarket recently, and I didn't know what it was.
Oh, you're right. It could be. Could it be like maybe an unripened gourd?
Yeah, it's like a spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why Dietrich's insulted. He's like, I never eat something like this that's not ripe.
Yeah. How dare you offend me? I'm going to throw this at a dog.
It's like it looks like maybe a green gourd.
I'm actually really relieved to find out that Sunlight Soap and Rinso are the same guys. I was worried that there was...
And Sunlight
Unrest.
was the first soap to use glycerin and palm oil instead of tallow, which is animal fat.
Progressive.
Yes.
I wonder why Imam goes for Rinso and not Sunlight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sunlight was for clothes, and Rinso is for pots.
No. So you need both. You need both.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep your household clean. I'm doing one of those little jigs right now.
We know, Jerry. We know.
Yeah.
And Sunlight works because those robes everybody's wearing in the square are beautiful
They're
white.
sparkling.
Yeah.
No tallow in there.
And what is the significance of the small bush in the middle of the square there that's kind of fenced in? Is it
The town bush. It's the town mascot bush. Bushy. People come from all over the county to see the bush.
Maybe that's where they're growing those gourds.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a gourd. Definitely a gourd. There's no melon.
Well, some of them are melons, though, right?
The melon's on the floor that they crash into on the way in, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Oh,
Well, they clearly, they do construction and build buildings out of melons.
Right. Oh, but there's definitely smashed melon on the ground in the next shot.
yeah, that's when they first drive in, I think.
There's some melaning going.
But if you look when they first drive in, the road appears clean.
I need to get in touch with Mitch from the Alien Minute because he knew Ronald Lacey, and I want to find out if Ronald Lacey had the trots on the day that they shot this scene and just couldn't be in the shot. They just had to use a scarecrow of him instead.
I think that's still him. I can see it.
I don't know. Even when the truck pulls away and there's clearly a guy, it doesn't look like Ronald Lacey really.
And by the way, there's a melon under the wheel of the truck at second 24. As he first comes into the square, he blasts
is there?
Yeah.
Well, they got super bored
Well,
waiting, so they started chucking
looking
melons.
Maybe
something.
actually, I think a guy drops it. It may even be.
And then they hit that crate, and you hear all those chickens kind of
Yeah,
start
just as
squawking.
just as he hits the crate.
Wow.
And the truck gets festooned with chilies.
It does.
When Belloc's convertible leaves, which way does it exit?
Yeah, it leaves to the other side, so there must be
That's what I was wondering.
it must be a two-way.
I actually like that they do like that full circle because it's the end of the circle cycle that we've been in since the flying wing. We've had a circle theme going.
He's noticed the baskets sitting there as well, like the ones Marion was hiding in earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
Who knows who could be in those baskets?
Yeah, that damn monk.
Marion stunt double.
Oh no, he's dead.
Well, all signs point to that we've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've all been to Omar's.
in one way or the other. Well, does that do it for minute 90? We've covered melons, scarecrows of Tote.
I was going to say there is one thing in this minute is very early on. And I'm surprised none of you guys mentioned it. There's a lone shot of the Ark of the Covenant in the back of the truck, and they sit there, and you're like, it's definitely Yahweh in the house bitches type minute because the Ark has now been disturbed.
Yeah.
And they show the Ark in the back of the truck. Like, there's all this stuff going on. There's all this stuff going on, and the Ark's in a crate, and it's quiet, but the music is ominous, and it's like, okay, now the Ark is mad.
But it's sort of lightly
God
ominous.
is mad. Well, I mean,
that's the thing.
Yeah, you know that you think back to Marcus, where he's like, you know what, Indy, this might not be the best idea in the world. You really need to be careful here. It's nothing like we've ever gone after before. And you think back to Sala, who his, opening message was he's concerned maybe the ark was not meant to be disturbed. And so, I think they make a very strong point that the ark is now officially really still again disturbed, still disturbed, and on the path of being disturbed.
It's increasingly disturbed.
Yeah, increasingly disturbed. It's gonna get really angry in a minute.
Yeah.
The ark, God's gonna get really angry.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
That sounds like something we should stick around to see more of.
Yeah.
If no one has anything else, I just want to say thank you, Jamie, for joining us. This has been incredible.
Oh, thank you. I hope you guys had as good a time as I did. I enjoyed that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And you have about a year to do a filmumentary of Temple of Doom, and then we'll have you back.
Yep, understood.
But Pete, where can people get in touch with us to let us know how disturbed they are about the ark being disturbed?
Find us on Facebook, IndianaJonesMinute.com. We have a special page, Indiana Jones Minute and the Listener's Crusade, or find us at IndianaJonesMinute.com.
Oh, and please check out moviesbyminutes.com, where you can find out all these other crazy podcasts doing movies minute by minute. You know what? I'm not even going to name them right now. You know what? I am. You can go there and you can find the original, the Star Wars Minute. You got Alien, you got Wrath of Khan, you got Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Airport, Goodfellas, A Talking Cast, The Cast Next Door, As If, which is Clueless, Assembling the Avengers, and Jaws. And who knows, by the time you hear this, there might be 10 more of these things. And they're all good, so check them out. And please come back and check us out some more next week as we get into minute 91 of Raiders of the Lost Ark here on the Indiana Jones Minute. Idiot!
Who the fuck is Omar?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, who the fuck is Omar, man? Like, imagine you're taking an exam on Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. You're like, I got this. I'm going to get 100%. It's like, short answer. Who is Omar? You wouldn't know.